Bruce Banner was at a gas station in Arizona. He had no idea that this day would turn into a nightmare. As Bruce stood there, a young girl named Sandy Brockhurst came in. She was buying snacks for her road trip. Behind her, a man named Tommy Hill walked in. Out of nowhere, Tommy pulled out a gun and pointed it at the cashier, yelling for him to open the cash register. Sandy, scared, dropped a bottle by accident. The sound startled Tommy, and he panicked. He shot his gun. Bruce saw this and felt his anger rising, but before he could do anything, Tommy shot him too, killing him. After that, Tommy shot the cashier, grabbed the money, and ran. Later that night, in the morgue, Bruce's body started to change. At the same time, Tommy met with a gang called the Dogs of Hell. He felt guilty and started crying as he told them what happened. Joe, the gang leader, didn't care. "How much did you steal?" Joe asked. Tommy told him. Joe said, "Use that money to start paying me back." He then blackmailed Tommy about his family and added, "If you want to get out of this mess, you need to toughen up. Don't be weak. Someone stronger will always come along." Before Joe could finish, there was a loud boom outside. The power went out. Joe yelled to his men, "Go find out what that was." Suddenly, they were attacked by something they couldn't see. One of the men screamed, "It got him! It's huge! It's the devil! The king of hell!" Joe told the rest of the gang to line up by the door and shoot anything that came inside. Suddenly, two massive green hands crashed through the wall. Tommy tried to run, but he dropped his car keys. The gunfire and screams stopped. He turned around and saw the Hulk standing in front of him. The Hulk spoke. Sandra Brockhurst, that was her name. She was 12. "How does the gun feel in your hand?" "Heavy, isn't it?" "Heavier than it is at the shooting range." "Do you go to the range often? Shooting paper targets?" "Bet it felt a lot heavier in the gas station with the real targets." Tommy was shaking. The Hulk continued, "All that power in your hand, weren't you curious what it could do if you let it loose?" Terrified, Tommy shot at the Hulk, but the bullets didn't hurt him. The Hulk said, "Do you know why I found you? Because ever since you pulled that trigger, you've been lying to yourself. I can smell lies." Tommy begged, "Please, don't kill me. I'll take responsibility, even go to jail. I have a family, I have a daughter." The Hulk replied, "You don't say." Tommy cried out, "It was a mistake." "Haven't you ever made a mistake? Please, I swear I'm not a bad person." The Hulk laughed coldly. "What do you think?" Tommy didn't get mercy. The Hulk crushed almost every bone in his body. Then, he left him in the parking lot of a hospital. Later, Bruce was in a motel bathroom, staring at himself in the mirror. He asked quietly, "I'm not a bad person, am I?" Looking at the Hulk in the reflection, he asked again, "What do you think?"